We both ended up spending the night idling. There was just no wind at all. I took the sails down during the night at some point just to get some sleep. And when there's no wind, you don't sleep that much, and that's really. Although I was pretty tired when I left the dock, I think that didn't help my case. Inshore sailing at night with no breeze is the worst. So the sun came up, and Sean and I talked to each other, and everything was fine. And then around noon, the breeze picked up a little bit. I put the code zero up, and full main, full Genoa was cruising along. It was great. And yeah, the last thing I remember, I was basically standing in the cockpit, just in the companionway, in front of the companionway, and was clipped on. Of course, I had my knee pad, my shoes. I was lightly geared up because it was warm, and now that I know, or that I can go back in time and think about what happened, and I lost consciousness for whatever time. It's still hard to say how much time, but it could be anything from 15 minutes to maybe 45 minutes plus. So when I woke up, there was more breeze. The boat was overpowered with the code zero, so I took it down, and I went down below to put warmer gear, and also to stack the weight onto the high side of the boat to keep it flat. So everything was fine, but I felt my body aching, and I starting to be a little cold, although I was really well geared up. I had my base layer, mid layer, and outer layer, because you had spray over the water. It's windy, so but I was cold, which is not right. I'm not supposed to be cold at 5:30 p.m. It's still sunny, and I was pretty active on the boat, so there was something wrong. And then it's really my body that was telling me something had gone. There was something missing from the time I had the code zero up to the time I took it down. The only thing that I noticed is when I changed after taking my code zero down, is I was bleeding on my leg, and that's really the indication that something must have happened, because I didn't hurt myself, I didn't fall, I didn't trip. I just had no idea how I was bleeding right there. There was just no reason. So I felt in danger, because not knowing what happened on the boat for, even if it was just 45 minutes, is scary. It's single-handed racing is fine as long as you are prepared, and I am, but physically I was to my limits, and this translated into what happened at sea. So I have a wife, I have a kid, she's pregnant, she's 7 months pregnant. I did freak out, at that point. I just got a little scared that what if it happens again, because my sleep is not gonna get better during this race, it's only gonna get worse. Sure, there will be nights during the race where I can probably sleep 4 hours over 24, but my body can take that as long as I'm fully rested before a race like this, which wasn't the case. So it's only gonna get worse, and I can't afford this to happen again. I was lucky because I was clipped on and I didn't hurt myself, but I talked to my doctor before I turned around, and you never know, I could have hurt my head and not know it. It's tough to turn around at that point, but you add up everything, and it's just a race. Hawaii is still going to be there. I can do this thing again.